It's referred to as your purpose in life. Many people refer to it as a mission or a vision statement. Any business that is of substance has a purpose for being in business. That statement, that purpose is clearly defined. All of the decisions that are made by the decision makers within that company are made in alignment with the purpose and the vision and the mission for that company's existence. All of the people associated with that particular company are in alignment with that purpose, that mission, that vision. Why should we as an individual be any different than a business, than a company? Do we not have a purpose for our personal existence? Are we not here for a very specific reason? Being able to clearly define what that purpose is allows us to make more educated choices as to what it is we do to express ourselves. When all we do is focus on goals in life versus a purpose, then all we're doing is focusing our attention on the things that we can have. And we will virtually do anything that we need to do that comes in handy at the time in order to have those things. But when we're clear as to what it is we want to be, what our purpose in life and our existence for being here is, now we're able to choose more clearly as to what it is we do to express that being. And we only do things that's in alignment with our purpose in life. Consequently, we end up doing those things so much more passionately. And as a result of doing them so much more passionately, we end up being so much more productive that we end up having everything we want to have. So instead of life being about have, to do, to be, life is more importantly about being, to do, to have. That's probably why they call us human beings and not human havings. The first time I'd ever heard about a purpose, I was very attracted to it because all I'd ever focused my attention on before then was goals. And my life was more like a roller coaster. I would work very, very hard towards some tangible goals that I wanted to achieve, but then I would soon discover it wasn't everything that I expected it to be. There was something else missing. It was like, is this all there is? And so I would digress, become maybe even a couch potato for a while. It would take me now all new goals to set that I can move towards to get myself back out on the track. Now, as the result of discovering my purpose in life, I move more passionately every single day of my existence towards what it is I want to be. My purpose isn't something that I can ever achieve. It's something that I just become as I keep it in the consciousness of my mind and I move towards it. I was shared 3 questions that I should ask myself. I put them in my book, Being the Best You Can Be in MLM. I know most, if not all of you, have read that book and have gone through those questions, and probably most of you never did the exercises. That's okay. I understand how that happens. But if anything, I would like to be an instrument of words that maybe gets you back to that book and back to those 3 questions to really ask yourself as to what is truly important to you. I mean, you're so special. You're so unique. There isn't anybody that thinks like you, has the same unique desires, abilities, hidden talents, wants, needs as you. You're very unique and very special. And if you were able to get in touch with those qualities that are meaningful and important to you, and being able to see the things that kind of come natural to you that you would like to enhance and master along your journey, you'll be able to now choose things that really allow you to express yourself and nurture those qualities to become the best that you can possibly be. There's another book out there that I highly recommend. It's called The On-Purpose Person by Kevin McCarthy. Great book. It's hard to find, so if you have a difficult time, you can contact us. We carry it. But it's got some wonderful exercises in it. I could stand up here and I could tout the benefits of purpose until I'm blue in the face because of the difference it's made in my life. It's just like this glass of water that I hold in my hands. It's got a name. It's called water. It's also got another title to it. It's called H2O. I could probably stand up here and for 15, maybe 30 minutes and talk about the benefits of water, what it could do for you as an individual. But again, you really wouldn't know what it was until you experienced it. And that's all I hope to be tonight, is that if you have not discovered your purpose, is to move you towards that again. I had one of the most powerful people in Nikken just come up to me a few moments ago and just tell me how difference that made in his life, Reed Nelson, and how much he hated the book when he first got to that exercise and he threw it down, but that he went back to it and that it's made a difference. And you know why it makes a difference? It's not that it's made Reed probably make any more different choices than what he's made in the past, but when you really discover what your purpose is and then you define it, you actually write it out into a paragraph form where it clearly communicates who you are, what you want to be, what you stand for, the legacy that you want to leave. Now you're able to choose to take a look at all the things that's trying to gather your attention, all the opportunities out there that are trying to get you to get involved with them. And you're able to make educated choices as to what's the best thing to do based on what you want to be. And I'm convinced that when you really are clear as to what your purpose is in life, that you'll recognize that Nikken and network marketing is the perfect opportunity right now for you to express yourself to the fullest. And when you come to that recognition yourself, you're going to unleash this thing called passion. And there isn't anything in the world that's going to stop you from being and doing and having everything that you want in life. You know, a good example of people that are on purpose within Nikken is probably Dave and Valerie Johnson. Can you imagine 7, 8 years ago when they started their Nikken business? Sitting at their dining room table after being shown this opportunity, and David sitting across the table from Valerie and saying something like, "Sweetheart, let's set a goal. I think we need to set a goal of making over $200,000 a month." I don't think that's what was going through their mind. I'm not saying that they didn't set some kind of financial goal. But I don't believe 7 or 8 years ago, Dave and Valerie thought that they'd be making $200,000 plus a month today. I believe what they recognized first and foremost was a company that had integrity, products that could make a lasting difference in people's lives, and they saw the value of network distribution for an opportunity to express themselves and to contribute, the thing that they wanted to do all their life, to be more of what they already are. So as a result of them moving towards the thing of adding value to others through their Nikken products and the network marketing opportunity, then the universe rewarded them with money. And because of their contribution, that's why they're worth the money that they're making today. See, there's a lot of people that honestly have the kind of belief system right now that if I only made more money, I'd be more happy. Well, all more money does is make you more of what you already are. So if you're unhappy and you set a goal of making more money, you're just going to be more unhappy. If you're greedy and more money comes in your life, you're going to be more greedy. But if you are a person that comes from love and contribution and you want to make a lasting difference, and then you choose a vehicle that allows you to do that and at the same time reward you for that contribution, then as money comes into your life, it's going to make you more of what you already are. So David and Valerie are perfect examples of people, Nikken people, that are on purpose. And the universes reward them with financial abundance as a result of their contribution. The next component is actually where the pedal sits up at the top. This is where you get your leverage. You have one foot firmly on the ground, you straddle your bike, you got the pedal up here, you need to push down to get your cycle going. So this can be called your driving force. It's a very important part of your cycle. The stronger you push down, the faster you get your cycle going. This particular component is called belief. The stronger your belief, the stronger you're going to push down on that pedal. Your success in life is totally relevant to your belief system. And there's 3 areas that we need to focus our attention on when it comes to belief. Not just one, but 3 areas. And I'd like to share all 3 with you, one at a time. First is that you must have an unshakable faith and belief in this thing called Nikken. Now, I know most of you are saying, "I've already got that, John. Go on to the next one." And I realize that many of you do have this unshakable faith and belief in Nikken. There's many of you that are sitting in this room that have people back there at home in your network that have a strong belief in this thing called Nikken, but for some reason they're not out there touting the benefits of it. For some reason they're not out there trying to build a business with it, even though they talk about wanting to do that. So even though their belief system is strong with Nikken, there's something else that's missing. That's why all 3 of these components that I'm going to talk about in your belief system are of equal importance. there's a number of people, a strong percentage of the people that are in our industry today that have a strong faith and belief in their company and in their products. Most of the people in network marketing are only in network marketing because of that belief in their products and in their company. A good question to ask yourself is, how did you get that belief system in Nikken? Did you just wake up one morning and all of a sudden say you believed in Nikken? I don't think so. I think that you got to a certain point where you made an educated choice to submerge yourself in the process of experiencing everything you could about this fine company and its products. You chose to write checks, pull out credit cards, pay cash for some of the products, to experience them personally. You chose to take valuable time to go to some meetings, to meet some of the people involved, maybe even some large functions where you can meet some of the corporate people, the principals of the company. You got close to these people. You wanted to get a feel for who they are, what they stood for. You submerged yourself in the process of doing everything that you could to learn as much as you possibly could about Nikken. And every single time that you were in an event, you met people that you connected with, and you believed that you could achieve the success that they did. It took your belief system up a little bit. Every time you experienced one of the products that made a difference in your life, it took your belief level up a little bit in Nikken. And now today, you have a strong, healthy belief in this thing called Nikken, and it's allowing you to go out there and perpetuate it to others. Now, you might think you've got an unshakable faith and belief level in Nikken, but the only way that you can really judge that is to compare it to somebody that you know has that unshakable belief. On a scale of 0 to 10, wouldn't it be interesting for you to find out, if 10 was the highest, as to where you were on this level of belief with your company? Well, the only way that you can really say that you're a 10 is that if you know of someone else that's a 10, unquestionably in your mind, and you say, I compare to that. I believe just as much as they do. Well, who in your mind you would think would be a perfect candidate as a 10 in a belief in Nikken, the company and its products? Maybe Mr. Izumu Masuda? Do you think he has a level of 10 belief in this company? There's your standard. There's your benchmark. If you were able to build your belief in Nikken to the point of Mr. Masuda's, what do you think you could accomplish? Do you think you'd be out there every single day talking to people about this company, about these products? Do you think anybody that said something negative about it, said they were too expensive, would just be like water off of a duck's back? You just go right on to the next person. You would just be a machine, just constantly talking to people because you had this unshakable belief. Well, there's your standard, my friends. There's your benchmark. And what I'm saying is that you know how to build this belief because you've already started it. It's a matter of making a choice to put yourself in the process of experiencing everything you can. Let's take